Welcome to Unique Education Academy. So, friends, today we are going to learn about some of the properties of trapezium, and we will also learn about how to find the area of a given trapezium, and also if area is given and if you are asked to find the other parameters, that is what is the base of the or other sides or height of the trapezium, in such a case what procedure should be used. So today we will going to learn all about it. First we will going to understand what is a trapezium and what are its properties and what is the formula used to find the area of the trapezium. So trapezium is basically a geometrical figure bounded by four sides. These are the four sides of a trapezium. So in any trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are always parallel and another pair are not parallel. So this is a trapezium. I am going to name the trapezium as ABCD. So in this trapezium, the side AB and CD are parallel, whereas other two sides AC and BD are not parallel. This is the basic feature of a trapezium. Again I will going to repeat, a trapezium is a geometrical figure bounded by four sides in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. This is the unique property of a trapezium. Whenever a trapezium is given to you, if you are asked to tell whether it is the given figure is a trapezium or not, what you have to observe is whether only one pair of opposite sides are parallel or not. That one you have to first of all identify. So I will going to call the side 1 as small a, another side as B, two opposite parallel sides, and height of the trapezium as h. So in this trapezium we know the one side as A, another side as B, and height of the trapezium is h. So when all these parameters are given to you, then if you are asked to find the area of the trapezium, then in such case the formula used to find the area is equal to sum of parallel sides, that is A plus B divided by 2 into height. So this is the formula used to find the area of the triangle, that is the area of a trapezium. A is one parallel side, B is length of another parallel side, and height is the distance between the two parallel sides. So when these parameters are given to you, then you can find the area of a trapezium using this formula. A is equal to sum of parallel sides. A is one side, B is another side, h is the height or the height between the two parallel sides. So this is the formula used to find the area of the trapezium. So once you know the formula, now we will going to solve a basic problem. So when the area, that is the various sides are given, for example this is 5 centimeter and B is 10 centimeter, then height is 10 centimeter. So when these parameters are given to you, if you are asked to find the area of the trapezium, in such a case you can substitute the value of A, B and h in the given formula to find the area. So A is equal to the sum of parallels, as you know, A is 5 centimeter and B is 10 centimeter, So divided by 2 into height is also, that is distance between the two parallel sides, is given as 10. So 5 plus 10 means 15. Then height will be 10. So divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 5s are 15 5s are 75. So 75 centimeter square is the area of the trapezium. The unit is measured in square centimeter or square meter square, depending upon the type of unit that is given in the problem. Now, after knowing how to find the area using this formula, now we will going to move on to second type of problem, in which the area will be given to you. So say area is 75 centimeter square and A is given as 5 centimeter and B is given as 10 centimeter. In such a case, they may ask you to find what is the height of the trapezium. So the first type of problem will be, you may be asked to find the area of the trapezium. In other case, area will be given to you and the length of two parallel sides, A is equal to 5 centimeter and B is equal to 10 centimeters, and height you are supposed to find out. What is the height of the trapezium? In this case also, the same problem can be, the same equation can be used to find the height. So whenever such a problem is given to you, first of all you note down what are the various data given to you. The various data are given as area is 75 centimeter square and length of one parallel side is 5 centimeter and breadth of another side is 10 centimeter. Height you are supposed to find in centimeters. So the same formula that is holds good for area can be made use here also. So area is in place of A, I will going to write 75 centimeter square and A is 5 and B is 10. So divided by 2 and height we don't know, so you keep this as unknown. Now after further simplification, what will happen is, so 5 plus 10 is 15 by 2 and keep h as unknown. We are supposed to find the value of h. Then what we are supposed to do is, we have to cross multiply in order to find the value of h. So h will be is equal to 75 into 2 divided by 15. So 15 5s are 75. Here 5 into 2, that is equal to 10 centimeter. So this is the height of the trapezium. So again I will going to repeat. So a trapezium is a geometrical figure bounded by 4 sides, in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel and other two sides are not parallel. So the main problem that will going to come in connection with the trapezium is, you may be asked to find the area of the trapezium. So whenever you want to find the area of the trapezium, so this is the formula, capital A is equal to A plus B divided by 2 into h. A is one parallel side, B is another parallel side and h is the height. So substituting the value of A and B and h, you can find the area. Other type of problem will be there, that is area will be given to you and length of two parallel sides will be given to you and height may be given, height may not be given. In such a case h may be asked to find out. In such a case what you have to do is, you are supposed to find substitute the value of A, B, then you can find the value of h. So similarly other type of problem will be there. in which the height will be given to you, and B is given, A small a is not given to you, and capital A, that area, is given to you. In such a case also the same equation can be used, keeping small a as unknown. After simplification you will going to get the value of the small a, that is one of the parallel sides. So these are the different types of problems that you may come across in connection with the trapezium. So with this I am going to conclude the session for the day. Thank you all.